Thank you for your purchase. Your order is not quite complete yet though, so don't close this page yet. You now have access to a collection of on-screen videos that show you how to build your niche business sites using freely available tools. With this, you can turn your passion into profits, or take your offline business online. Now, on this page, I'm going to give you a special offer to get double the videos and see how you can take your business further. I call this the Pro Upgrade. With this, you get a set of 40 more on-screen video tutorials showing you even more ways to leverage off freely available resources on the internet to grow your online business in many creative ways. And because you're a customer, I'm going to reward you with a fast action discount. But only if you act on this page. So act now and get instant access to the Pro Upgrade.
To install a WordPress theme, first of all log into your WordPress dashboard and then click on the Appearance link on the left-hand side and then click on Themes. Then on the Themes page, click on the Add a New button at the top of the page, and this brings you to a page of themes which are currently available to you. To preview a theme, click on the Details and Preview button to get an idea of how the theme might look when applied to your website. When you find a theme that you like, click on Install up here, then click Activate, and the theme will appear in your dashboard in your list of available themes. Log into your WordPress dashboard and then click Plugins and Add New in the left-hand navigation bar, which brings up the Add Plugins page. Go to the Search Plugins search box up here and type in Disable Search. This plugin here is the one that we want, so press Install Now and the plugin will start installing. When installing is complete, you will see an Activate button. Click on this and the plugin will be activated. And now you will be able to see the newly installed Disable Search plugin on the Installed Plugins page in your WordPress dashboard. Log into your WordPress dashboard and then click Plugins and Add New in the left-hand navigation bar, which brings up the Add Plugin page. Go to the Search Plugins search box up here and type in WordFence. And here is the WordFence plugin that I want to install. Click the Install Now button and the plugin will start installing. When installing is complete, you will see an Activate button. Click on this and the plugin will be activated. Now you will be able to see the newly installed Disable Search plugin on the Installed Plugins page on your WordPress dashboard. This tutorial explains how to share your slides using SlideShare. You need to create a SlideShare account, which will be linked up to your LinkedIn account. Then go to slideshare.net, click on the profile icon and choose My Uploads. Click on the presentation that you want to share. Then navigate down to the Share button down here. Click this and you will then see the links that you need in order to share your presentation. So you can see the embed code, the WordPress shortcode and the URL of your SlideShare presentation. Before you share your presentation, make sure that your presentation's privacy settings are set to public and not private. And to access your privacy settings, just click on the Privacy Settings button down here. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to add a YouTube video to your SlideShare presentation. On your profile page, click on your profile icon and go down to My Uploads. Next, click on Edit, and this opens a page with 3 tabs: Edit Details, Privacy Settings, and Add YouTube Video. Click on the Add YouTube Video tab, and then type in the URL of the YouTube video that you want to use. select where you want the video to appear, before slide 1, after slide 1, after slide 2, or wherever. You can add additional videos by clicking on the Add Another Video button over here, and then fill in the details. When you are finished, just click on Insert and Publish All down here, and your YouTube videos will be added to your SlideShare presentation. This tutorial will explain how to access and interpret your SlideShare analytics. To access your analytics, click on the menu over here and go down to Analytics. And now you can see that your analytics information is available under 6 main tabs. Summary really gives you an overview of your content's performance, and you can analyse the performance of all your uploads or choose a specific upload from here. You can also view performance over the last week, month, 3 months, 6 months, or over the past year. So this could be useful, for example, if you wanted to see how performance was affected by any advertising campaigns that you were running. You can see views per day, and you can also download your performance statistics in CSV or image format. Further down, you can identify your top performing content, which countries are attracting the most views. You can see the main traffic sources, and you can see an overview of the main SlideShare actions covering favourites, comments, downloads and email shares. Under the Views tab, you can see the number of views, either total views or views for each upload. And again, you can view this by week, month, 3 months, 6 months and by year. You also have the option to track sources and to see where, geographically, your views are coming from. Under Actions, you can see how many likes, comments, downloads and email shares you have got, again by upload or across all your uploads. The Viewers tab shows the recent viewers of your SlideShare files. Export allows you to export your analytics as a CSV file, perhaps so that you can study the data in more detail or share it offline. And you have the option to set a date range for the data that you want to download. And finally, Social Shares tracks total shares of your uploads on LinkedIn and Facebook. So that's a quick overview of SlideShare's built-in analytics. Designimo.com allows you to design a company logo for free. First of all, fill in your company name and then click on Create Logo Designs for me. Next, fill in your tagline, that is, if you want a tagline to appear as part of your logo. You can search for logo designs using keywords from here. You also have the option to search by business category. So let's have a look for beauty and fashion. If you want a specific letter to be a key part of your logo design, you can click on the alphabet list up here to generate more ideas. So let's choose one of these logo designs. This will now open the Design Maker tool options. You can rotate and move the logo. You can edit and move the text. You can reduce or enlarge any element of the logo using these buttons here. You can rotate it left and right, or you can rotate it by a specific amount using the drop-down menu here. You can flip an element horizontally and vertically, and you can nudge an element up or down using these two buttons here. If your logo design has overlapping elements, you can bring elements forward from here or send them back from here. If you want to center your logo, click on this button. And if you are really not happy with the change that you've just made, then you can reset the Design Maker tool and start again. The Design Maker tool gives you a colour palette showing the colours which have been used in the design, which are all editable. Just click on the coloured squares and change them to whatever colours you want to use. You also have a font menu here, and a size menu over here. You can also add additional text boxes and delete elements from the design. You can change the text colour, and the opacity of any of the elements in your design. You can also edit your text by entering your new text into this box down here. When you are happy with your design, you can click on Download Now, but this will take you to a page where you have to pay for your logo design. So instead, click on Save for Future. Select My Account, top right of the screen, and go down to My Designs. Then click on Saved Logos, and then click on Download for Free. And there is the free logo that you've just created. You can now copy and paste this onto a white or onto any other colour of background. SoundCloud allows you to search for and download sound content. You can also upload your own sound files, and you can share SoundCloud files with friends, followers on blog posts and other social media platforms. To use SoundCloud, you need to create an account by clicking here. Or if you already have an account, just sign in, and you will be taken to your home page. Then click up here, top right, and select Profile. And from here you can update your profile page, add an image and upload a header image. On your profile page you will see these headings of tracks, albums, playlists and reposts. And whatever you upload or download to these sections will be visible to your followers. And over here you can see your number of followers, who you are following, and the number of tracks you have uploaded. If you want to upload a track to your page, just click on Tracks, and then click on the Upload link in the middle here to locate the file that you want to upload from your computer. If you want to find sound files on SoundCloud, come up to the search bar up here and type in the type of files that you are looking for. For example, royalty-free music download. And here is our list of royalty-free music. So let's have a look at this result here from Audio Jungle. Click on it, and this gives a list of royalty-free tracks available on SoundCloud from Audio Jungle. Then to download a track, click on the download link here, and your file will start to download.
I'm excited to show you a nice tool I had found online, and it's free. If you're doing email marketing, subjectline.com is a fantastic site where you can use to evaluate the strength of your subject line. So For the sake of an example, what I'm going to do is I'm just keying in an email subject line here. Let's try this. So key in the subject line of your choice or you're planning to use, click on the evaluate button, and it's going to take several seconds to process. So what happens is that there will be a score on the subject line you had entered, and for this one we have scored 91, which is pretty good. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure that your subject line scores at least 90 and above and as close to 100 as possible. So just for the fun of it, I'm going to modify the subject line a little bit based on the feedback here. So it says it doesn't contain any sense of urgency, contains 4 words or less, contains the word private and news. So with all this, you have a better idea on what works and what does not. So I'm just going to try another one. As you can see, on the second try, the subject line has scored slightly higher at 96. As said, anything above 90 would be ideal and as close to 100 as possible. So have fun using this tool to improve your email subject lines and open rates.
This video shows you how to create your own QR code using QR Code Monkey. First of all, go to www.qrcode-monkey.com and you will see this page. The first thing to do is enter your URL. Then you can set the color of your QR code, which can either be a single color, a color gradient, or a custom eye color. Then you can select a logo image. You have a library of images to choose from, like Facebook or YouTube, or you can upload your own image. Then we come down to the custom design options, where you can customize the body shape, iframe shape and eyeball shape. So we'll select these 3 options. And then finally, you just need to select the size of your QR code, whether you want it low quality or high quality. And then create your QR code. And there you are, your own customized QR code. You can download this in either PNG, SVG, PDF or EPS formats. But do note that the custom design options are not available in PDF and EPS formats. This video shows you how to generate your own QR code using the QRstuff website. Go to www.qrstuff.com and you will see this page. First of all, choose the type of QR code that you want to generate from the list on the left-hand side of the page. There are over 20 different types to choose from, depending on where you are going to use your QR code. Then fill out the content section. So in this example, we will use a website URL. You then have the option to choose static or dynamic code. With a static URL code, the website URL does not change, whereas with the dynamic option, the website URL is interchangeable. The dynamic option is only available to subscribers, so you'll need to choose the static option in order to create your free QR code. Next, you choose your foreground color using the color slider. Click on the color that you want and the color preview will appear on the right. Now you're ready to download your QR code. You can either click on the download button here, or you can choose the output type from the output type list down here. For example, output for print, email, or the option to put your QR code on other stuff. Open up your Facebook feed and then click on the live video button up here. Make sure your microphone and webcam are connected, especially if you're using external ones. Select the webcam and the microphone that you want to use from the drop-down menus over here. Next, select who you want to share your video with. On your timeline, share in a group, or share in an event. So we'll select share on your timeline. Then you can choose your audience, which can be either public, friends, friends except, specific friends, only you, or you can customize your audience. For example, only friends from college. So for this tutorial, I'll choose only me. There is a share screen extension that you can download here, which means that you can share your laptop or computer screen with your audience. Click on Share Screen and you can download the Google Chrome extension, which will allow you to do this. Once you have the extension installed, click on the Share Screen button, and then you can specify which part of your screen you want other people to see. Either the entire screen, the application window, or a specific Google Chrome tab. Now you can give your video a title, and if you are in a video game, add the name of the video game as well. And then click Go Live. Live comments will appear in the right-hand window here. When you want to stop your Facebook Live video recording, click Finish. You can click Done, which will keep the video on your timeline, or you can delete the video. The other option that you have is to stream your Facebook video if you're using streaming software like OBS or XSplit. This time, when you've clicked on Live Video, choose the Connect button and then fill in the server URL and your stream key. And then, like before, choose where you want to share your video, your audience, add a title. You can also tag people in your live video post, add an emoji, and you can add a location. You can also schedule your live stream using the button down here. This tutorial shows you how to use Visual Web Optimizer to set up split test campaigns. You need to set up a VWO free account, and then when you log in, you will see your dashboard. Go to the menu on the left-hand side, go down to Test, and then click on AB. And then you need to create your split test. Click on Create. Then, first of all, you need to define your hypothesis. So what exactly is it that you're trying to test? In this example, we are testing whether a good headline attracts more traffic. Then you enter your website's URL, click on Next. Now you can edit your website directly from the VWO website. So, as the hypothesis we're testing is concerned with the effectiveness of our headline, let's change our headline. Just click on it, change text, and instead of feeling again, we will say feeling happy again. To add a variation of this to the test, click on Add Variation, and now you can edit this new variation. So then you'll have two headline variations which can be used in a split test campaign to identify which version performs the best. Once you have finished editing your web page through VWO, you now need to set your goal. So for this example, let's say our goal is to measure web page visits based on the number of online forms submitted. Add in your page URL here, and then you have to estimate the duration of your campaign. So let's say the campaign duration is 5 weeks. Then you enter the average number of monthly visits, ideally averaged out across several months. put in your current conversion rate, and then the minimum lift in conversion rate that you would like to see. So now you've set up your different web page variations that you want to test. You've set up how you want to track your website performance. In our case, number of online forms submitted. Now you need to give your campaign a name. Then select the percentage of traffic that you want to include in your campaign. Let's say 50%. And now the test campaign is set up and ready to run. To find your VWO tracking code, log into your account, go to Account Settings up here. Then you will see some options across the top of the page. Click on Smart Code, and this shows you the Visual Website Optimizer asynchronous code. All you need to do now is copy this code and then paste it just below the head tag of your web page. Pexels.com is a website which provides a great choice of completely free stock photos. First of all, you need to sign up for a free account or log in if you already have an account. This takes you to your profile page, and from here just go up to the Browse link at the top of the page. This will give you several options, which are Discover Photos, Popular Photos, Popular Searches, Leaderboard, Photo Challenge, and Photos by Colour, which is a really interesting one to use. So if we search for Popular Photos, you can see thumbnails of the images which are currently Pexels' most popular images. To download one of these, just click on it, click the free download button, choose the size of image that you want to download, and then click download. And you can see the image is starting to download here. Pexels Videos provides you with completely free stock videos. If you scroll down the page, you will see popular videos. You have a list of popular searches down here. For example, cars, time-lapse and leaves. And you can also click on the scroll arrow here to reveal more categories. If you have a specific subject in mind, type this into the search tab. So we'll enter cooking videos, press return, and you'll see your search results down here. Now if you want to download one of these videos, just click on it, then click the free download button, and you can see the video is starting to download here. To export an image from PixLR, go to the File menu and select Save, or Ctrl and S on your keyboard. Now you can fill out the Save Image dialog box with the image name, select the format you want the image to be saved in, and you've got the choice of JPEG, PNG, bitmap, TIFF or PXD, which is a layered PixLR file. JPEG is a common format, but if you want to preserve a transparent background rather than the white background that you see now, then choose PNG at full quality. Click OK and your image is saved. First of all, go to pixlr.com, that is pixlr.com, then navigate down to the PixLR editor and click on Launch Web App. And you will see this interface from where you can create a new image, open image from computer, open image from URL, and open image from library. So for the purpose of this tutorial, let's select Create a New Image. We can leave the default presets as they are and click OK. We then see this workspace where by default the background is white. If you want to create a vector illustration with a transparent background, you need to delete this white layer by first unlocking it. You can create a new layer by clicking the new layer icon down here. Then you can delete the original layer by clicking on it to select it, and then clicking the delete icon. And now we have a layer with a transparent background. To begin with, we'll just create a simple square by selecting the marquee tool and dragging it to create the shape that we want. If you hold down the Shift key whilst dragging the marquee tool, this will create a square. Now we can select the gradient or the paint bucket tool to fill the square. To set your colour, come down to the colour box here, which will be black by default. Click on it to open the colour selector. Select the colour that you want and click OK. Now, if we click inside the selection, the square will be filled with the colour that we have just selected. You can move the square around if you click on the Move tool up here. Now you can add more layers to build up your vector image, and perhaps use some of the other tools as well, like the pencil tool, if you want to get a bit more creative. To add layers to a pixel art document, come across to the Layers panel over here and click on the New Layer icon at the bottom of the panel. And now you can see a new layer on top of the red square. Now we can create something on this layer. And then I can fill this in with, say, orange. So now we've got a red square on layer 1 and an orange square on layer 2. And you can build up your image by adding additional layers. To hide a layer, click on the tick and click it again to make it reappear. You can create as many layers as you want by clicking the new layer icon down here, and you can delete unwanted layers by clicking on the layer and then clicking the delete icon at the bottom of the layers panel.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own buy button in your PayPal account. So to get started, log into your PayPal account, be sure to select Tools and go to All Tools, and you will see this page. Scroll down to PayPal Buy Buttons. Okay, on this page, click on Create New Button. All you need to do is just follow the steps and insert the details. Starting from step 1, choose a button, select Buy Now. We will put in a name for the product. The ID can be optional. This is where you put in the price. And after that, you may customize the button anyhow you want. And if you like to use your own image, click on Customize Text. Select Use Your Own Button Image and put in the address. Alternatively, you may leave this alone. Next step is to go to step 2. And it is advisable to leave this available, Save button at PayPal. And finally, to step 3, this is where you customize your checkout page. You may allow your customer to change quantities if this is a physical product, and if this is a digital product, you can leave this as No. You may allow your customer to add special instructions. It is up to you. Alternatively, if you don't want this, you can select No. Do you need your customer's postal address? This is optional, yes or no, depending on your choice. The next part is take customers to this URL when they cancel their checkout. Now, you may leave this alone, or if you have a page, you may pick this and put in an address. However, this is the most important part. Take customers to this URL when they finish checkout. This is most probably going to be your download page or thank you page. So just for the fun of it, I'll add in a random address, but of course this should be your proper website download page or thank you page. You may leave this alone and then click on create button. So you will be given either a website or email code, and you can paste this on your sales page or e-commerce page. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a subscription button from your PayPal account. So to get started, log into your PayPal account, go to Tools and All Tools, and you'll be on this page. Select PayPal buttons. Correction, select recurring payments. And then on this side, select create a subscription button. On this page, this is a wizard setup, and all you need to do is just go through step by step. So with the first part, choose a buy button type. It will be subscriptions, and you can put in the name of your product. The subscription ID is optional, and choose your currency. The next part, you may customize your button anyhow you want, and if you already have your own button image, select this radio button and put in the address of your image. Alternatively, you may leave this alone. In the next part, you may put in the number or the amount for your billing cycle. So let's just say I would like to charge $19.95 every month. So it's going to be $19.95 USD, billing cycle 1 month. And after how many cycles should the billing stop? If this is forever, then it's never. Alternatively, if there is a limit to the subscription, you may put a number, let's say 12-month installment, then you can leave this at 12 months. So this billing will be going for $19.95 a month, every month for 12 months. If you would like to offer a trial period, you may tick this box and do just that. Next part is step 2. Leave the options alone. This allows you to save the button and edit later. Then step 3, you may customize your checkout page. You may request for your customer's postal address, and if this is not needed, you can click no. And then the next part is take customers to this URL when they cancel their checkout. If you have a cancellation page, you may take this and put the address. But the most important thing is that you have to tick this box, take customers to this URL when they finish checkout, and put in the address of the website where they're going to see after making the payment. So of course, this is just an example, but this should be your proper website address. So once you're done, click create button, and now you're given a website or an email version where you can paste this code onto your web page or e-commerce store, and you have a buy button that is on a subscription basis. Next up, I'm going to show you how to add buy button codes to your website from JB Share. So at this point, you should have already created your funnel, and I'm going to use this as an example. So let's start off with a front page, also known as the front end offer. So over here, click on the icon called pay buttons, and let's choose one of the buy button codes of your choice. So you can see that they have a few types with 3 different sizes, big, medium, and small, and there are different colors and wordings as well. So for the fun of it, I'm going to show you this buy button code, and once you choose the one that you want, click on generate code, and you may copy this code once it's generated, and we're going to go to the test website and key it in. You may put this in any page builder or HTML of your choice. So in this video, I am using Optimize Press, and I'm going to paste the buy button code in. And as you can see, the buy button will appear, but we are not done yet. The other requirement is that you must insert the legal text code before you can validate this. So click on legal text code, click copy, and we're going to paste this onto the website as well. So there you go. Of course, this is just a test website. You will want to put this on a proper sales page. So once you're done, click save. Make sure that the website is live. And then you're going to click on this button to validate the offer. And the validation is a success. So we're going to do the same for the next upsell. And if you have more, it's all the same thing. So let's repeat the process by going to OTO1. Let's get a buy button code here. And we'll generate our own one. So I'm going to take back the same design. Click generate code. Let's copy this. And we're going to do the same thing. However, unlike the front page, this time you get a no thanks link code. And what this does is that it either redirects your customer to the next upsell page if you have any, or to the customer portal. So let's copy this and put this in as well. Once again, this is just a test page. You'll want to do this in a proper sales page. So once you're done, click save and continue, or whatever page builder or HTML builder you're using, and go back to your JV Share account and click on this warning icon to validate the offer. And the validation is a success. So we're not quite done yet though. That might be a little bit tedious, but you can see this is why JV Share is rather secure. So we're going to go back to My Products and go back to the test product we had created in the previous video. And what we're going to do is that we're going to make sure everything's fine and click on Submit for approval. And there it is. The product is approved. So next up, one last step, we're going to go back to funnels. Yes, I know this might sound a bit tedious, I'm going back and forth, but that's how this particular site works. So you can see that on this part, actions, click activate funnel. And once again, the validation is a success. If you get everything right, everything should be validated successfully, and your funnel and products are ready to sell. Here's how to add a new product in your JV Share account. So get started. Go to vendor dashboard and select new product. It's at the top right. So this is a straightforward wizard following steps 1 through 5, and we're starting at step 1, offer. We're going to give a product name. So for the sake of example, I'm just going to call it test product. And you may give it a simple description which will appear in both the marketplace and also in the checkout page. So I'm going to just leave this alone and click save. Next, select the category of your product. And you may add any tags here whatsoever, which will help potential customers and affiliates to search for your product easier. So click save. Next, list the product offers and find products. Ideally, you want to leave this on yes. Will this get a chance of getting product of the day? Ideally, you want to put yes as well, so that if your product gets pick of the day by the network, you can count on potentially more sales coming in. And the next part is that when are you going to be releasing this product? If you want this product to be live immediately, then you can leave this alone. Or if you want this product to be live at a later date, then you may select accordingly. Once you're done, click next. Next, you will want to give a price to your product. So for an example, I'm going to just put $19.95 and click save. Next, make a time sale. You may leave out the rest if you, this is more for advanced users, but I'm just going to leave the rest out. And money back guarantee, you may put any number you want. So ideally, you can just leave it at 30 and click next and save. This is important. For the thank you page URL, this is where your customers are going to go to after making a payment. So this is where your download page is going to be, but for example, I'm just going to put in the name of a website here and just click save. Now this is more for if you're going to do a webinar then you may put this. They only support GoToWebinar right now, so you might want to leave this up. Next one, customer support. Put in your email address here in case customers need to reach you. So I'm just going to put an example, and if you have a support help desk, you may take this, and this gives them another option to contact you. So these are just examples, and you may add all these available addresses. Click save, and I click next and save. On this page, you may leave all this blank. Again, this is for advanced users. Affiliate program, you may put the commission. So let's say it's 50%. Affiliate approved type. Ideally, you want to leave it at manually approved affiliates. I discourage you enabling auto approval because this is to avoid fraud. So leave it at manually approved affiliates. Next, leave this alone. And payment methods, if you have added in PayPal and Stripe, then you will see that these options are available. Like for this account, they are both. So I'm going to tick both. So this allows people to pay by PayPal or credit card. And once you're done, you see that your product has been created, and this is the link you're going to give to your affiliates if they want to promote this product. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a new funnel through JVShare. Before you watch this video, make sure that you have created all the products you need that's going to be included in this funnel. So once you're done, the next thing you want to do is go to vendors, funnels, and you arrive at a page like this. So if it's a new account, you're not going to see anything here. So click on new funnel at the top right. So you're going to give it a name. In this case, I'm just going to give it a test name called test funnel. And front page link is going to be the sales page that people see initially. So I'm just going to put a test website. Okay, obviously this is going to be supposed to be your website, and after that you click on one-click upsell. And this is great because if you have Stripe or any credit card payment processor you're accepting through JVShare, this will work beautifully, allowing your customers to just one-click purchase any of your upsells after this. So you want to have this on if possible. Then click create funnel. You will arrive at a page like this. So the first thing you want to do is click on add new product. So you will add the available product. So in another video, I had created a test product. So I'm just going to put this in and click save. Okay, so you have one product in the funnel. If you're going to add another upsell, click create new page, and let's give it a name. Let's say OTO1, which stands for one-time offer. And I'm just going to put in another test website for this potential offer. I'm just going to call it this, and click save. And over here, you may add another product of your choice. So since this account has some other products already, I'm just going to put in another random one. Okay, so if you're going to have another one-time offer, then you may add another one accordingly. So click save. And for the sake of example, I'm going to show you how to link them together. So once you're done, on front page, click on the plus icon, and there's this thing called upsell page. You may select OTO1, click save. And if you look at the diagram below, you see that the front end offer is now linked to OTO1, or the first upsell. So when people buy the front end, they will be able to see this offer. Now I'm going to go to the next video and show you how to put the buy buttons and validate them.
To embed a jot form that you have created into a web page, you need to open your form and click on the Publish link in the navigation bar. Click on the Embed link on the left-hand side, which will generate the embed code for your form. Copy this code and paste it into the web page on which you want your form to appear. Jotform.com is a free website which allows you to build your own online forms using free templates and simple drag and drop tools. First of all, you need to sign up for an account, then log in, and then click on the Create Form button, which will give you two options: all questions in one page and one question per page. So for this example, let's have a look at all questions in one page. Click on Create a Form, and then you can create a new blank form, create a form using one of JotForm's templates, or you can request that JotForm build a form for you. Let's choose Use Template, click Select Template, and choose the type of form that you want to create. We'll choose Simple Event Registration, click Continue, and there you have your ready-made form. To set up JotForm email notifications, you need to navigate to the Settings page in the navigation bar at the top of the page. On the left-hand side of the page, click on Emails. Then you will see a large plus sign at the top of the page, so click on here. And then click on Email Notification. Now you have three tabs up here: Email, Recipients and Advanced. In the Email section, you can customize your email subject, your email content, that is the information that you want to gather from people who complete your form. In the Recipients section, you can customize the recipient emails, that is the email addresses to which the completed forms will be sent. And the Advanced section is where you can customize, for example, the sender email, so that you can set this up so that you receive emails using your own SMTP server rather than JotForm's servers. To set up your Google My Business page, go to google.com/business and you will be directed to this website. Click on Start Now, and you will then be directed to a new page where you will see this form. Fill in your details and then click Continue. For this tutorial, I have used a completely fictitious address, which you can see here. When you have submitted your information, you will see this page, which is asking you, how would you like to receive your verification code? And this is really a security measure which allows Google to verify that you are in fact a real business with a real address. If you click on Mail, you will receive through your letterbox a postcard on which is printed your verification code. And this method of verification usually takes 1 or 2 weeks. Whilst you are waiting for your verification code to arrive, you can fill in your business details. So your phone number, hours of work, website, even upload some images. Ideally, by the time your verification code arrives, your profile should be 100% complete. Then, when you get your verification code, all you need to do is click the Verify Now button, enter your code, and your Google My Business page will go live. First of all, what is a sitemap? A sitemap is a file which contains the URLs of all your web pages. So when Google crawls this sitemap file, it can see and follow links to the other pages on your website. There are plenty of online sitemap generators available, like xml-sitemaps.com, which will generate sitemaps for you. And there are also WordPress plugins like Yoast SEO, which do the same thing. Your first step before you submit your sitemap to Google is to make sure that Google hasn't already indexed your site. There is no point submitting it if it is there already. So in order to check this, open a search page and type in site : followed by your domain name. So let's search for affd.com, which is a relatively small site that I manage. And yes, as I expected, the site is already indexed, so I don't need to submit this one. But if your site doesn't appear after this search, then it needs to be submitted. Just make sure as well, before you submit your new website, that your site and the pages that you want to index are actually finished. Now, this might sound a bit obvious, but you don't want Google to crawl your site and find a half-empty product catalogue, for example. So let's assume your website is finished and you want Google to index it. You now need to submit your sitemap to Google. Go to google.com/webmasters and sign up for a free Webmaster Tools account. This will take you to your search console. You need to add your website to this console, so click on Add a Property, type in the website's URL and click on Add. Then you will be asked to verify your ownership of this site. And the simplest way to do this is usually to click on the download link and download the HTML verification file, and then upload this to your web server. Once you have done this and Google has accepted your verification, your website will appear on your search console. Click on your site, click on the crawl link on the left hand side and click on Sitemaps. Then come over to the right hand side and click on the Add Test Sitemap button. Put in the name of your sitemap file, which typically will be something like sitemap.xml, and click Submit. Now when Google crawls your sitemap file, it will easily be able to access and index the rest of your web pages. GIMP is a piece of software for editing and retouching images. When you open GIMP, you will see several windows. We have a toolbox on the left hand side with multiple tools for image editing. And on the right hand side we have the Layers and Brushes window. If you accidentally close either of these windows, don't worry, because you just need to go to the Windows menu, select Recently Closed Docs and open the window again. If you don't want these individual floating windows, then go to the Windows menu and select Single Window Mode, and that locks everything together into one window. You can adjust the size of the toolbox, click next to the ruler, and then you can expand or reduce the width of the toolbox, and you can do the same with the Layers panel. And if you want to hide these panels completely, go to the Windows menu and select Hide Docs, and select Hide Docs again to make them reappear. This video explains how to create and apply a layer mask in GIMP, so that you can, for example, add water to this empty glass. So first of all, we need to open our empty glass image by going to File and then Open, and selecting the image that we want to work with. Then we need to open our water image, which this time we need to open as layers. Now the water image is over the top of the glass. We can resize our water image by selecting the Scale tool from the toolbox and resizing it to the size that we need. Then we can reposition it over the glass. Now we need to remove this white background here. So select the Fuzzy Select tool and click on the white background that we want to remove. Hit Delete on your keyboard And now we can see the glass on the layer below. Click Ctrl-Shift-A to select None, and then we can reposition the water to where we need it. Now we can use the Erase tool to clean up the edges. We'll select 100% opacity and select this circular brush. We can increase the size slightly, maybe a bit bigger. Selecting Control and scroll up on the keyboard allows us to zoom in. And now we can roughly start to clean up the edge of the water. It doesn't need to be perfect at this stage because we can tidy this up later. Now I'll change the brush and reduce the opacity to 60%. And now I'll start working around the edge of the glass. And around this side as well. If you do want to undo anything, just press Ctrl and Z. I'll try a different brush. You'd probably want to make take a bit more care and time than I'm doing in this demonstration, but you do get the idea. And now the glass is filled with water. To add text to an image in GIMP, open your image and go to the toolbar and select the Text tool. Then drag out a text box over your image. Type in or paste in your text, and then from the menus that appear next to your text box you can select the font size and the colour of your text. Then come over to the Layers panel and right click on the T icon on your text layer and select Merge Down. Now your text and image are merged onto one layer. To open an image in GIMP, go to File and select Open. Navigate to the image that you want to open and click on Open. If you want to remove the image from your workspace, just click on the cross up here next to the image thumbnail and close the image. This video explains how to change a background colour in GIMP. First of all, open an image. Then go across to the toolbox and select the Bucket Fill tool. Click on the Colour panel here to select the colour that you want to use. Choose your colour and click OK. Then simply click on the part of your image to which you want to apply the new colour. This video shows you how to capture an image using Jing, which is software that you can download for free from the techsmith.com website. When you download Jing, you will see this yellow circle up here. Move your cursor over the first button, which is the Capture button. Click and drag the crop tool over the area that you want to capture. And you will see the dimensions changing in the small black pop-up window bottom right as you move your crop tool over the image. You can hold down Enter or Control if you want your selection to be to a specific aspect ratio. From the button's bottom left, you can redo your selection if you're unhappy with it, or you can cancel your selection. But I'm happy with this one, so now let's capture this image by clicking on the Capture Image button. And there we have our captured campus restaurant map. We've got some tools up here on the left with which you can edit your image. We can add an arrow, add text, add a frame, or highlight specific parts of the image. And we have an undo and a redo button at the bottom. You can choose to copy your image to the clipboard from here. You can save it to your computer, or you can save it to screencast.com. You can view your image on Screencast, and you can share it from Screencast so that it isn't taking up hard drive space on your computer. If you click on Share, you will see the URL of your image, which you can share online, and the embed code, which you can use to embed your image into a web page. This short video shows you how to capture a video using a free piece of software called Jing, which allows you to capture images and record videos up to 5 minutes long. When you download Jing, you will see this yellow circle up here. Move your cursor over the first button, which is the capture button. I'll just turn this PowerPoint presentation onto slideshow. If you click on the capture button, you'll get a crop tool appearing on the screen. And you can click and drag this to the size that you want to record your video. And you will see the dimensions changing in the little black pop-up box bottom right as you move the crop tool. If you hold down Enter or Control as you drag, this will give you a fixed aspect ratio. You have some more buttons down here on the left. So, for example, you can redo or cancel your selection. When you click the Capture Video button, you get a 3-second countdown, and then Jing will start to record. You can add a voiceover to your recording, or if you want to turn the mic off, just press the Mute button here. Whilst Jing is recording, you will see the dotted line scrolling down each side of the area that you selected. You have a pause button here to pause the recording, and when you want to stop the recording, press the Finish button down here. And here is the completed video. There is a Save button here, bottom left of the screen, or you can share your video via screencast.com. You can view your video on Screencast, but you will need Adobe Flash Player to view your video, which unfortunately at the moment I don't have installed. If you click on Share, you will see the URL of your video and the embed code, which you can use to embed your video into a web page. Our previous video explained how to create your Animoto marketing video. This video now explores the options you have for editing your video. To get started, click on the first story block, and this will bring up 4 options. How many seconds the story block will run for, the option to record and add a voiceover to your story block. You can edit the title and the subtitle which appears on the story block. And the 4th option allows you to upload an image or video file to replace the image or video that you are currently using. This button down here allows you to duplicate the story block, and this button allows you to delete it. If you click on See More, you get essentially the same menu options that I've just described, but with some additional features. For example, on the text option, you can add a background colour behind the text to help make it look more legible. You can also change the font size and the font colour. The Image button gives you some additional editing options like scale, rotate and crop. You can fit to frame, crop to the left and crop to the right. And you can add a background colour. You can also navigate through your story blocks from here. If you want to edit one of your video sections, you've got the option to trim the video using this trim tool at the bottom of the play window. There we are. You also have the option to scale, rotate or crop your video file. Now we'll have a look at the editing tools, which are in this menu on the left-hand side of the screen. We've just been through the media options, so let's look now at the style options. This tool allows you to control how the text appears on your video. You have several styles to choose from. So we could fade your text in or bring it in line by line. Ratio allows you to change the aspect ratio of your video. Square to use on Instagram, for example, or landscape in proportion to 16:9 for more general use. Design allows you to change text and background colours, and this will apply the changes to all the blocks in your storyboard. You can also change the fonts under the design menu as well. You have the option to apply different filters to all the story blocks on your storyboard. For example, black and white, or this cool filter. Finally, we have a music option. The preset Animoto storyboard that we chose does come with its own music, but you have the option to change this using the music edit options. If you click on Change Song, you get several other songs that you can use, and you can also adjust the song volume. You can add additional story blocks if you need them. If you press this button top right, you can view a low resolution preview of the video that you have just created. In the next Animoto video, we will look at what you need to do now to finalize and then export your marketing video. Our previous Animoto videos showed you how to create your marketing video and then how to edit your video. This tutorial will show you how to output your video in the format that you need. First of all, click on Preview. And remember that any free videos that you produce will have the Animoto watermark. If you are happy with your preview, click Produce. If you want to make further changes, click on Continue Editing. Now you can give it a title, set the date that you produced it, enter your name or the producer's name, and add an optional description. Don't worry about setting the video quality because you can do this later. And then click Finish. Now you have 4 options to choose from. You can share your video via Facebook, Twitter or YouTube, or various other platforms. You can copy and paste a link to your video with the option to hide the Animoto branding. Or you can use the embed code to embed your video in a web page. And you have the option to set the video to auto start or loop if you want to. You have some advanced options, and this is where you can set the size of your video, the quality, adjust the volume, and set up a call to action button. Under Download, you have the option to download your video in 4 different resolutions from 1080 down to 360p. You can edit the details that you filled in earlier. And finally, under Settings, you can set the default playback settings, privacy options, and set up a call to action button for your video and the URL that button will direct people to, whether that's your website or perhaps a landing page that you've set up. Then when you've set up these options, you can click Save or go back and edit your video some more. Animoto.com allows you to create your own videos for free, although do keep in mind that the free videos you create will have an Animoto watermark. When you have logged into Animoto, click on the Create button and then click Create under the Animoto marketing heading. You can, if you want, start from scratch and choose a video style, add your content to a blank storyboard, but today I'm going to look at the options for creating a video from one of Animoto's pre-built storyboards. You have several categories to choose from. Let's have a look at this one called Bite-Sized Product Intro. Click on Choose Storyboard. Now you can upload your own images or drag and drop the image and the video files that you want to use in your video project. Then once you've uploaded them, you can drag these image and video files onto the story blocks and build up your storyboard. If you need to, you can add additional blocks for photos,
we can add a photo
or text,
but this would be a video block,
or a video block. Or you can add a collage or your company logo.
Our own company logos.
And there we have a rough cut of our marketing video. The next Animoto video will show you how to edit your marketing video.
Here we have.
Subscribe our channel, share this video your friends. Thanks for watching.